Today we are starting an exciting collaboration of two women businesses
Asaree Arcana.
and Bangkok soap opera
Let's turn tea.
into natural, amazing soap. Mind, hi.
Hi.
I'm very happy to have you today. We decided to meet in the heart of Bangkok with some great view. And today is a little bit more windy weather, so we can talk about our future plan for collaboration.
Hi everyone, my name is Mind. I first met Maria like 8 years ago when I was a reporter, and I did a little article on this Ukrainian woman doing these wonderful soaps from discarded street oil.
For us, I have to admit that this was a great starting point for the community of Bangkok to get to know our small Bangkok soap opera. At that time, we just opened our tiny store at Prakanon, BTS. Actually, Sukhumvit Soi 46. It was our first hub to make workshops, to make soap from waste cooking oil. And you were the first real big reporter who came to talk to me. And this was a huge honor. And this article made a big change in my future career and the way the Bangkok soap opera went, because a lot of people read it and got in touch and kept on talking about the project, and that's why the project kept on growing. But actually, 8 years later, we met for the first time again at the event dedicated to International Women's Day.
Right.
And I was so surprised to see you there, and I was quite impressed by your project.
Right.
So the first thing I noticed wonderful teas, and then I noticed it's you, and I was so happy that I can talk to you and just see what you're doing. So I noticed that you are currently producing handmade teas with a
Right.
unique blend of, let's call them Asian Thai herbs and
Right.
also Slavic
Right.
northern herbs, which are really hard to get here.
Yes.
Me as a person who loves Ukrainian Slavic herbs, I was quite excited to see it. And when you reached out and said maybe let's talk and maybe let's make something together, I was super happy. So can you please tell me a little bit more? What did you do on this event? What's your teas are about?
Right. So I went abroad and studied, in Russia, and basically I got to know all these Slavic herbs that I never encountered before, but have so many great benefits, like St. John's wort, or the one we're using in our collaboration is lemon balm and verbena. So, for example, I import lemon balm and verbena and then mix it with local like chamomile and rose. So then that's how I created this blend. And then other examples include like green tea from Chiang Rai, tangerine peel, so these are local herbs, mixed with tarragon from abroad. And that's a very, very Slavic kind of thing, drinking tarragon, right?
Yes, correct.
And these two are, more like local flowers, local herbs like pandan, chamomile, butterfly pea, mint, mixed with St. John's wort, which is like an antidepressant, and this one is like lavender, jasmine, rose, chamomile, so all flowers, and then again the St. John's wort. So of course I had to come back and show Maria, hey, I learned all about these Slavic herbs, and now do you think we could do something together? Can any of them be soaps? And you picked this one to become a soap, right?
Actually, yes. So when you reached out to me asking, is there a chance to turn the tea into the soap? Me, as a soap maker who likes to use edible ingredients, my only answer could be yes, of course. And it's actually quite easy to implement the benefits of the tea into a soap formula. Maybe was it surprising for you? But for me as soap maker, that's a regular thing. We can put into the soap what we eat and what we drink.
I actually had no idea. I have always been, a fan of your soaps already, and that's how I know. Oh, well, this soap has roses and strawberries, you can eat that. This soap has pandan, you can eat that. But then I was like, maybe she can take some of my teas to make soaps, and that's what we did, right?
Yes, because actually on the day when we met, it was 8th of March, International Women's Day. I thought it's a good sign for me to get to know other women in business and to create some fun collaborations that can be beneficial to both sides. In terms of Bangkok soap opera, I'm looking to create a new soap with the herbs that are very hard to get here, basically impossible nearly unless you import them, and to give a new experience to our customers. Years ago, it was my weekly routine to create recipe with some new edible ingredients just for fun, and our customers were used to actually enjoy the variety and the surprise. Right now it's impossible. We produce stably 25 types of soaps, but this feel is somewhere inside of me that I would like to bring it back and make a new soaps in the collaborations, so our customers hopefully every month can try some new soap they never had in soap opera line and basically never existed, because we are a little bit wild and free soap makers. We like to try new things and put it into the soap. So actually, when you gave me a choice out of 4 beautiful blends selection, it's quite a big line, it was really hard to choose. But when I got to see the name lemon balm and verbena, I was 100% sure what I would like to put into the soap. I'm a huge fan of essential oil and the herb of verbena and lemon balm. Both of them have this herbal note with a citrusy, top, which makes me extremely excited. It's in a way similar to lemongrass, kaffir lime, but still so different that for me I was super impressed, and I thought, oh, we will try it. Actually, a second most important ingredient here is chamomile. I'm a huge fan of delicate chamomile in the soap, because my first experience with handmade soap was the soap made with no smell but chamomile plus oats. My chemistry teacher, who taught me to make soap, before she showed me the technique, she gave me a little bar of soap. It was a circle, maybe this size, that looked so beautiful and delicate. Chamomile turns out very beautiful in soap, and it doesn't change the color. A lot of flowers like rose or lavender, they will turn brown and gray in the soap. So when you make rose soap, putting rose petals inside doesn't make sense. No one will understand it's rose, but chamomile is strong.
They do, yes.
Yeah, so yellow color will stay, you blend it, and you put it in, and it's very delicate. So that was my choice to put into the soap.
Okay.
And can you tell me, why did you make this blend? Why lemon balm and verbena?
Okay, of course. So this blend has lemon balm, lemon verbena, chamomile, and rose. And as you can see from my setup, it's kind of like a witchy, kind of magical setup. And I actually found this recipe from this, magical creator who is like, this mix is actually, emotionally beneficial for you as well as physically. So lemon balm and verbena are very good for calming you down, very good for anxiety, as well as chamomile and rose. So all 4 have these properties of being very, very calming, but not in a way that makes you just want to sleep and forget everything. It's a very, I would say, very encouraging kind of brightness of like releasing anxiety, but also, giving you encouragement to, keep going, without caffeine, basically. Yeah, there you go.
That's great, isn't it? For everyone who loves to take 1 or 2 cups of coffee daily, that could be a great alternative.
It could. Yeah.
It will activate you, but not energize and let your heart jump out of the body. So you will be stable, but energetic.
Yeah, lemon
Sounds
balm
great.
and verbena. Yeah, they're actually kind of like related to mint, but not the same as mint. And they really have good, like, these properties of just calming down your nervous system a bit. And that's why, I made this tea. I came back to Bangkok and I was like, I gotta bring these herbs and kind of make some calming teas for everybody. Yes.
I love it. I do believe that in the lifestyle most of us in Bangkok have, that would be a great support.
Right.
Support, keep us active, but not in the anxiety mode, isn't it?
True. Yes, and when we created soap, basically this tea is for the body, but we made the soap for the skin, right? And so the bits of this tea is like in the soap. You can see it. It's the little bits, right?
Yes, actually, when we discussed first time how to put it into the soap, I explained that we have couple of options. And at Soap Opera, I like to infuse the soap bar in many ways to make sure the benefits of the soap, the vitamins, the minerals, are presented well. I would like to keep all the vitamins and benefits alive. I mean that in the soap making process, we will use the method which is called hot process soap making, which means we cook the soap, we let the chemical reaction to be fully over before we add the beneficial cheese. So we make the soap when the pH is safe for the skin. That's when we add the so-called toppings. So the toppings in this situation, we made a concentrated brew. We use 100 gram of tea and about 200-300 gram of hot water. We brewed it for, let's say, 20-30 minutes to make sure the tea gave all the benefits. We filtered it and used this concentrated tea to put into the ready soap. That was step one. But the step two was to blend all these beautiful herbs and flowers together and put it like a very delicate scrub. Actually, not many people who even use soap, natural soap daily, know that scrubbing particles is not always seeds or salt or sugar. It can be a herbal tea or any dry herbs. Depending on what type, it will be more rough or more delicate. In this situation, it's quite delicate, but you still see these pieces of tea, and they have different colors, yellowish, greenish, brownish. And definitely when you start using the soap, you will feel these particles as a delicate scrub, but not too much. For this soap formula, we also have chosen to add chamomile essential oil and bitter orange. Bitter orange origin is actually mainly Spain and France. It's not sweet as, let's say, orange bubblegum or a candy. It has this bitter undernote, which makes it more perfect to the herbal blend. And the chamomile will be very unexpected scent in the soap. Actually, the chamomile we use is blue Romanian chamomile that has this blend of delicate herbal and medical smell. In together, it's just like the herbal tea we actually drink. I think in the soap it will smell very much similar. But we will need to see, cut it, and try it out. This is the plan.
So what are the benefits for your skin for bitter orange and chamomile oils?
The formula, general formula we have chosen for this soap is actually the soap for combination skin, so it will have big bubbles and still enough nourishment. But in terms of essential oil, chamomile is a unique essential oil, literally impossible to get in Bangkok. The chamomile will be great for people with severely sensitive, delicate skin, which could be young kids or grown-ups with skin prone to allergies or just not tolerating any irritation. This will be a great thing if someone has eczema and psoriasis or any other inflammatory state of the skin. Bitter orange will be antibacterial, detoxifying, and uplifting. So it will be kind of soothing, but energizing on the other hand blend with antibacterial effect.
So basically energizing but soothing, that's also how you feel when you drink it.
I hope so, because that was a plan. At Bangkok Soap Opera, we use over 30 types of essential oils, but there was this one, chamomile, that we only use in workshops. We never made a soap before with chamomile, but it was kind of my constant dream, which kind of getting true right now because of the collaboration. Because now we can put amazing tea into it and my favorite essential oil.
Oh, I love it. So it's actually Bangkok Soap Opera's first chamomile soap.
It's true. We never produced any type of chamomile soap through the last nearly 10 years in Bangkok. I do hope that our coming back customers will enjoy the new vibe and this Bangkok Soap Opera classical good quality soap with a totally new vibe and new ingredients. That's what it makes more fun.
Yes, and the lemon balm and verbena elixir soap, a collaboration between Bangkok Soap Opera and Asaree Arcana, my company, will be a limited edition. So
it's true. Actually, we are waiting for the soap to be done. And actually, I would love to invite you to come and see how we cut the soap. And then we can discuss and see the result. But when it's done, we will be actually making it available online on our website, on your Instagram page, and in our Tongla store. So please stay tuned and check out these options to purchase it and enjoy chamomile, orange, verbena, lemon balm episode.
So now you might be thinking, why do you have all this crystals and cards and tea set up, and why do you do tea and tarot? So basically, during my time abroad, one of the things I picked up there from the Slavic woman is that how they're super into, you know, tarot and having like a warm tea with it. So that was something I wanted to bring back when I moved back. And maybe you remember from like my time as a reporter, you know, I was very factual. I was, you know, only focused on facts and, you know, being very objective. But I guess as you grow, you change as a person. And then actually a lot of people were like, wow, this is very different from what you did before. But I think that's, you know, part of what going abroad and coming back is all about.
I think when I first saw you doing the tarot professionally,
Yeah.
my first thought was, wow, that's really very different from mine, I know. But when I met you with the teas and tarot right now, I do feel it's very organic and natural for you. So I do believe you had this amazing side somewhere in you, but traveling brought it out.
Yeah, basically that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so now let's pull some cards. I think it's time to pull some cards, Maria.
Okay.
So why don't we, you know, look at what our collaboration is bringing to the world, right?
Let's do that.
Yes. And, you know, my style of reading is, you know, also influenced by the women who taught me there, basically. Not so much predictive like we usually see in Thailand. More like general advice, more like emotional, giving you different perspectives of things. Yeah. So
I love it.
Right?
Truly saying, I never had experience of tarot reading.
Right.
But as a person that is into natural, holistic approach,
Yeah.
I was always curious. How
Right.
does it work? But I never met a person I could, you know, be so comfortable and trust like I do with you. So I'm very excited that you are the one who will be doing the reading. And
Okay.
I do have my own thoughts about this collaboration. But I'm
right.
curious to know what the cards will show.
Okay, so let's do a card from your end, what you're kind of bringing to the, what energy we're bringing and what we need to know.
Okay.
And from my end, and then what our us together brings. Yeah, that's
Yes.
kind of a
Yes.
classic 3-card kind of reading. Okay.
All right.
Okay. What is your dominant hand? Right
My
hand?
dominant hand, right. Yeah.
Okay, give me your left hand and cut it like this.
Cut it like
Yeah,
this.
think
okay.
about the soap we're making,
Okay.
and then you cut it with your left hand.
I'm so excited. Okay, left hand, cut it
Okay.
like this.
Okay, so that's your card.
Okay.
Then we put it here. Let's put it
Alright,
here.
okay.
And then I do one for me.
Okay.
This is mine.
Okay.
And then let's, you know, pick one at the same time. So
Okay.
let's use our hand. Okay.
Okay.
How about that one?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and that's us,
Okay.
basically. So this is for you. Oh, strength. I got the Emperor, and then oh my God. Okay, so first of all, I love that it's all upright and all major arcana. Basically, tarot is divided into major and minor arcana. Basically, major cards are things that are, you know, kind of like big events in your life. Minor would be like maybe it would draw our attention to the more details, the more everyday happenings. So I'm glad to see that this means that we are. This is a good collaboration for both of us, major for us. So
Okay.
on your end, we have strength. So you, from your end and your soaps, you basically are using a lot of your, you know, motherly energy. Not just motherly, but it's like you're balancing a lot of things together, and you're using a lot of your, you know, physical, emotional strength, and all of your, you know, business connections, and even your attention to detail and wonderful skills at administrative skills and being, you know, a boss. Like it's basically saying that the way you manage the soap making is great, and you can have a very gentle strength about you.
Oh, thank you. Actually, you know, this card reminds me about one book where the symbol of God was in a form of lion.
Yeah.
In Narnia, and it made me feel so cozy actually when you have a chance to touch the strengths and the pure spirit. So I had a very cozy feeling when I saw it, and very excited.
Yeah, it just makes me feel like you are a good boss, basically, from that.
Thank you so
from that
much.
one.
I don't commonly have someone use this word for me, but thank you. It was
Yeah.
fun.
Like a firm and gentle hand, because actually, basically, you in this card, you're not the lion. You're the woman
Yes.
who has tamed the lion with, you know, your maternal strength, basically.
I love
Gentle.
it.
Yeah, I
Thank
love
you.
it.
It will
And
give me a lot of joy thinking about it.
yeah,
Thank you.
that's you. The energy that I've brought to this collaboration is the emperor, which is
What does it mean?
so the emperor is a very masculine energy. Wow. Okay. This is interesting because it makes me think of how I really had to act on instinct when beginning this whole thing. Like the idea for me having the idea of, do you want to use my tea in your soap? I literally thought about it and then messaged you that second. I didn't doubt myself, or oh, maybe she thinks it's stupid, or oh, she doesn't want to work with me. Like I had no thoughts. I only maybe she wants to use a soap in tea in my soap. I'll message her right now, and that was a very also a boss, but a different kind of boss, more like stereotypically masculine thing. So basically, I'm bringing emperor energy, and you brought your gentle strength and
I love it.
and creation to the thing. And the card that came in the middle, which you saw me shuffle. I didn't hide the tower or anything. We got
Yeah, we did it together
Yeah.
for sure. And it's my first time, so I have no clue how you do it. We just went with the flow.
right. And I'm just gonna tell you, we have a killer a killer choice of cards. So from our collaboration together, we got the World, right, which is the last card in the major arcana, and it's basically means the completion of a big cycle. So finishing a great project and presenting it to the world, basically that, and something that we'll learn a lot from both of us, and hope and get to share with everybody. That's the meaning.
I love it.
Yeah.
Because when I started soap opera years ago, I
Yeah.
do believe I went with the energy of this card, like
Yeah,
you said,
the
with my
Emperor.
instincts.
Right.
Because if you think and count too much,
Yeah.
you may not see the positive, beneficial, kind of
Yeah.
effect of your work for a while. But when you have the sparkle inside,
Right.
the only thing matters, you need to do it. You have to do it because it's inside and it needs to get out.
Yes.
And being at the point when we can bring what we love to our customers and share it in a new way, it's super fun.
Right,
It's
true,
super fun.
true. And as we're both, pretty much women who created our own business based on things we love. A big part that plays in that is having enough confidence to take up space.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
I could easily be like, she doesn't want this, or I'm too shy to message her. But having that kind of energy is great as basically almost a solo woman entrepreneur. So
Right.
that's great, and I can't believe we got this card. I'm so excited.
And truly saying they are so beautiful,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
It's such a joy to look at them and analyze and think what does it mean.
There you go.
I really loved your reading. It
you.
was very unexpected for me.
I'm also,
and but super fun and super positive. So
Right.
I believe when the soap is made this week,
Right.
it would be a positive experience, and then when we will see it, I hope we will be the same excited.
Yes. So drop by Bangkok Soap Opera to try the collaboration soap, lemon balm and verbena soap, elixir soap.
Elixir soap, I
Yes.
love it. They're real elixir soap.
Basically, the name of my soaps, they're all kind of like a hint of how to use it. So for this one is like a midnight magic potion. I want you to drink it and kind of feel like you drank something magical, like it calmed you down. This one is a calm you down spell. So I feel like I want you to cast a little spell on it when you drink it. This one is like a tarragon focus tonic. So it's like, okay, you drink it, kind of like a little magical medicine, gets you to focus. And this one is a lemon balm and verbena elixir. So in my mind, from all the maybe online games or something I've played, like an elixir is something you drink to kind of get your health back up, kind of heal yourself. So that's how I want you to experience the tea. And when it's made into a soap, we wanted you to kind of use it like maybe you're not like worrying or just watching the phone from your shower or something like that. I really kind of want you to, be in the moment with the smells and the water and just kind of have a more like mindful shower experience.
I do believe that a good soap can make a day, and this soap with verbena and chamomile and orange is one of a kind. So I'm really looking forward to create it for you and me, and to better quickly get it to the shelf of the store.
Yay!
Let's hurry.
Yeah.
So let's come in, please.
Hi.
Hello, Mind. Hello. I'm very excited to have you. This is our new production. We just started here probably 2 months ago, and you are literally our first guest today.
Wow, I'm so honored. Thank you.
So this is a place, we call it the heart of Bangkok soap opera, where we make the natural soaps and the cosmetics. So this huge area is actually dedicated to the packaging. You can see it takes so much space. And over here we will see the room for the ready goods. So it's probably one of the most important rooms from which we take weekly restock, and it goes directly to the stores. But probably the most exciting part is where the products are made. So here is actually the room that today focuses on candle production, and we will be doing the lavender candles in small size.
Nice.
With lavender essential oil and decor. And actually candles, even though they sound like an easy product to produce, it takes about 3-4 days from first point until the end. So it takes quite a lot of time because everything is done by hand.
Wow. Cool.
And here we probably one of the most favorite rooms for me personally. This is the room with the good stock of essential oils. So actually from this room we took chamomile, essential oil and orange to produce the soap for our collaboration.
Oh, that's great.
I felt that these two will have the biggest connection to your tea blend.
Oh, I'm so excited. So my name is Mine, and I met Maria a long time ago, when I was interviewing her about her new soap shop, and now I'm so amazed to see that it's grown into something super huge. So, of course, the first opportunity I really wanted to work with Maria, and I began my own tea blend brand. So Maria used one of my tea blends as her to make a new soap. Yeah, can you tell us more about that?
Yes, when you mentioned that we first met while opening of the new store at Prakanong, this was our first location that we started 8 years plus after 2 years of selling products at Ekamai Gateway. And your interview made a huge impact on my work, which I really appreciate. And I'm not sure I ever had a chance to say thank you for that, because it was the first big thing for me happening. And a lot of other reporters, magazines, newspapers took off from that point, came, interviewed, brought new customers and new followers to our work. And right now we have 4 stores in Bangkok. And definitely it's only because of the media that supported us. And so that interview was very special for me. When I saw you a couple of weeks on the event, especially for International Women's Day, I was really excited when you approached me and said that you would like to make a collaboration. So I thought that it's a great way, because I know you and I know everything you do is very special. I received a couple of teas to try, and one of my favorite blends was actually lemon balm and verbena elixir. Truly saying, I'm a huge fan of northern herbs, and when I heard that you blend them with Thai herbs, that made so much sense to me, and it went directly into my heart, and it made me happy, and I wanted to try the tea. But can you tell me, why did you make this blend? What's special about it?
Of course. So actually, one of the reasons I was attracted to, I should go interview this woman, because you're Ukrainian, and at that point I was studying Russian, and I had planned to go study in Russia. So I was like, I should get to know some, Slavic people in Bangkok. So then I really liked what you were doing, and in the gap from when we met to now, I studied in Russia and basically got to know your northern herbs, right? And I was like, oh, so fascinated. I love how people there drank so much tea. And then I was like, I need to bring some of this back to Thailand, maybe mix it up a bit with some Thai herbs or local herbs that people would find delicious, and then make teas for that, because I already love teas. And that's basically this bag, northern and tropical herbs together, basically that.
And for me personally, I'm a huge fan of verbena and lemon balm because they have this citrus note. What I know that lemon balm is a family of mint, which looks similar and smells in a way similar, but has this different fresh lemony citrusy note. So for me, when I tasted the tea, because I had to taste it before we put it into the production and collaboration project, it tasted lemony, minty, and a little bit herbally bitter. It just was perfect for me. Truly saying, I started drinking it and I never stopped until now. So a couple of weeks drinking this tea daily at home. And when you reached out to me, drinking tea was not the only aim. We wanted to collaborate and make a new formula for our customers to try. So you gave me a choice of 3 teas, but this was the chosen one. Can you please tell me what's more in this tea except lemon balm and verbena?
So it has lemon balm, verbena, chamomile, and rose, which I feel are very, universal ingredients. Everyone will love it. And mixing with the citrusiness that gives you a bit of a, energy boost, then that's already a great blend together.
We actually, in our production, we already quite a deep experience of producing soaps with teas for our wholesale customers. And this was already a great point for us to try something new. Years ago, when we still had our first store in Prakanong, creating new formulas was my big hobby, and it brought a lot of joy to our customers because whenever they would visit the store, they would not know which soap formula is available. And it made me fun, exciting, like a weekly surprise. Since probably good 4 years, we do not produce new formulas every week or so. We have 25 types of soap that are produced consistently. The only exception is Christmas, when we have fun and release 2 or 3 new formulas. But when you told me you want to collaborate, I had this feeling, the same as years ago, that I can have some fun. So actually, bringing your tea in a soap became my little passion, and I thought about it during my workday and before going to sleep. And I tried to create the perfect blend of the smell and look, how I felt your tea. Truly saying, I'm not sure if I succeeded, but in this room, what I want to show you is the smell that I have chosen for the future soap. Because you mentioned that verbena and lemon balm are citrusy.
Yes, citrusy.
I had the choice of lemongrass, but you don't have it in a blend, so it sounded a little bit not correct. We have kaffir lemon stalk and bitter orange. It's very important to say that it's not a sweet orange like a bubble gum. It's more herbally aroma at the background of the fruity note. So we chose bitter orange and the chamomile because which is in your tea, and I could not resist because actually in our store we do not use chamomile until now for production of the soaps. So our customers do not know how an amazing chamomile turns out in the soap.
Chamomile soap.
Soothing. So soothing.
But energizing also.
Yeah, so we can have the soothing effect of chamomile for the delicate, dry, sensitive skin, but in terms of effect on our mind and mood, we can have an uplifting and rejuvenating effect by bitter orange. Do you want to smell this too before we try it in the soap?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. So actually, I will hold it, so be careful not to touch it too close.
Ooh.
It's a strong smell, isn't it?
Strong.
It's a strong. And the color of orange, you can have a look, is quite transparent.
Yeah.
Not every essential oil is this.
Wow.
Some oils have a darker shade. Let's check on chamomile. I think chamomile will be more yellow. Please smell. Do you want? Does it go on?
It's so herbal.
Yes.
And I feel like it's really hard to find.
It is. Actually, we all know that chamomile is a flower, but I do think that first thing you feel about it, that it doesn't feel floral as much as we expect.
Yes.
That's not frangipani, not lavender, not rose. It's very different. Actually, if we check the books about essential oils, they like to say that chamomile has an apothecary pharmaceutical smell, you know, which just shows its herbal side. But there is definitely much more to this. It's soap, so we actually decided to go 55 and 45. So orange, bitter orange is a very easily evaporatable smell, and we wanted our new collaboration soap to have a strong smell. So bitter orange got 55% of formula and chamomile 45, and we blend it together with the teas. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's go and see the soap and cut it together. All of these things were designed, I mean, in my head, many years ago in that small store we met first.
Yes.
So this formula has basically never changed, but everything else came much later when I kept on experimenting. But about 3 to 4 years ago, our team, it was much smaller than these days, but still already a real team, they asked me to stop formulating new stuff because production has to be stable. It has to be, you know, predictable. And when I change new formulas every now and then, it becomes very hard for the others who make the soap right now. So right now, I'm not the one making it with my hand. I'm the one checking on the quality and finalizing the product. For moment of my personal magic, because not every day I have a chance to see how the soap is cut. A lot of people think that the soap is born when it's poured in the mold, but it doesn't look like a soap at that point. It's actually quite messy. It looks like maybe a sticky glue or mashed potatoes. It depends, but for me personally, the moment the soap is born is when it's cut out of the block. This block that we see in front of us can have about 11-12 kilograms of soap, which actually makes from 100 to 120 soap bars. Each of them will be about 100 grams and can last for one person for good 6 to 7 weeks. So actually, imaginary, if you would get this big block of soap, it could last you for sure over 1.5 years to use it all until then. But of course, normally it goes to totally different customers. This soap will be at first cut into loaves. The loaves the same as on this big shelf. Actually, this is my personal heaven, being near the soaps. I do really love how they look. I do really love how they smell. Do you feel the smell in the room? Actually, a mixture of different smells.
Smells like so soothing, and like it's like fragrant, but it's all natural smelling, and I love it.
I hope you feel it, because we use only pure essential oils, and that bar is not an exception. To create this soap, we use the formula that is actually similar to the lemongrass soap, that one, because this is a soap for combination skin, which can be used for a variety group of people, both to a little bit more oily or a little bit more to dry. This one has rice bran, it has olive oil, coconut, jojoba oils, but the most interesting part starts when we put the tea in it. So when we say that the soap actually has the tea inside, it has it in a couple of versions to make it more rich. The first way is making a brew. So we imagine we're making a tea or a coffee. We take about 100 grams of tea and we boil it. Sorry, we put it into the boiling water. We don't boil it, we put it in the boiling water. A lot of tea and a small amount of water. So the concentration is quite high.
Like a super concentrated tea brew.
Yes, and because we would like to get this, all the benefits, vitamins, minerals out of the tea into this concentrate. This concentrate goes into the soap, but afterwards we also blend the tea leaves, so the rose, the chamomile, mint, verbena and lemon balm. What we have in your blend, we blend it to make smaller pieces, which will be delicate exfoliant in the soap. So actually all the little spots you see in the soap is the tea, the actual tea, dry tea leaves, which were blended in. You can see that the color we got is quite mild, but it's similar to what we get when we drink the tea.
It
Delicately yellow, it's not brown, it's not green. It's very natural and similar to the tea when we drink it, which sounds quite exciting for me. The smell is chamomile orange. So I'm just waiting for the soap to be cut. And when we get the loaf, we will smell it and see if it's what we expected it to be, or hopefully maybe even better.
Oh, yeah.
But I think the waiting is over. We Ray's very good in it, actually. She made me some great videos last week. So actually, I really loved how you said, how did you call this? You called it a solid tea? Did you say that?
Tea. It's a solid tea you can clean yourself with, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I love it.
So basically, the soap is a unique product because we really can infuse it with a variety of natural stuff. And the tea is a great example. So this tea has 4 or 5 types of herbs: verbena,
Lemon balm, verbena, chamomile, and rose.
And rose, and essential oil of chamomile and bitter orange. Dry tea leaves blend, just put in, and also the concentrated brew. And are you ready to smell it? Let's grab the bar. And you can,
Little dot, that's my tea.
Yes, that's the tea. That's the tea. That's the tea. And I will also take 1 bar.
Wait.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, it's great.
It's beautiful.
It's like citrusy, but also calming. And
I think the chamomile can become one of the favorites for our customers. I do believe they never had this experience.
This is your first chamomile soap?
Yes, ever. We actually use the chamomile only for workshops, for adults and kids, but never in the production. It's one of my secret favorite oils that we hopefully one day put in production, but not yet. It's the first time. So the cut is quite beautiful. It's very important not to put 2 big pieces of tea in the soap, because if they're too big, when it's cut, you will not get the smooth cut, but it will be all in ugly lines, and then the mixture, I mean, the bar doesn't look so professional, but this seems was like a perfect size, and it's very well mixed in.
I can't stop smelling it.
And what about if you try to cut the soap? Yeah?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay,
let's do it. This is actually one of my oldest cutters. We use guitar strings to cut the soap. It's not my invention, far from that. That's how soap makers world work, where you have guitar strings to cut the soap. And what you need to do, the only most important thing, that when you go down, you go slowly, because the soap is quite hard. You will have hard time to go, but you keep on going down, and when you're fully at the end, you do not get it up without removing the soap. So we go down, and then we remove the soap.
Okay, you don't go.
Yes,
got it.
you cannot, it will not just work like that. So I'll hold it to you, you hold here, 2 hands, and you slowly go down.
1 second though, is this the same one that was at our first interview?
Probably, it could be. It could be. It's actually, I do believe we started a good tradition from years ago in our first tiny store at Prakanong, that nowadays all our stores have a cutter. And occasionally the customers see how we cut, and if they're in a good mood, we invite them to cut with us together, because I do believe you don't get this experience daily. So, you hold it. Go for it. I will just hold this.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
In you go, you go.
Oh yeah, wow, it's hard.
It's hard. The soap was only made 2 days ago. 2 days ago, and it's already so hard. You hear the noise, the sound, it sings. So actually now you can remove the bar and have a look at it. Oh my God. It looks nice. It looks perfect. I would say it looks 99% perfect, because perfect is not what we're looking for. We want to create this unique niche feeling.
Oh.
Yeah, and I do believe we got it.
We got it.
Yeah.
We did it.
So a delicate yellow color,
Yeah.
T-spots, so you can see the different herbs have slightly different color,
Yeah.
from black to green and a bit of brown, and it's very nice and solid bar just in 2 days. So technically, we can bring this soap probably in 2 more days to the stores,
Yeah.
and see how the customers react.
That's great.
So actually, the unique fun part for this collaboration that we start with only 1 batch.
Yeah.
Right now, we produced only 1 batch of tea, 1 batch of soap.
Yeah.
We produced 1.5 blocks, which make it about 15, maybe 16 kilogram of natural soap that will go into our stores and
Yeah.
will go to your online store. And we will see how the community, how our followers and your followers will react. We hope to get a good feedback. If this soap will become a bestseller,
Yeah.
we will for sure keep on with the collaboration. But right now, the aim is to give my and yours customers a new experience.
That's right.
For you, it will be to bring the tea new version,
Yes, yes.
to take the tea from the kitchen, from relaxed
Yes.
meetings to the bathroom.
Yes.
And for us, it would be to make this bathroom experience more fun,
More fun
and unique.
and it's relaxing. Yeah.
Yes.
So usually, like I tell people that this recipe is for anti-anxiety, right? Because all 4 herbs that we use is for relaxing, right? Lemon balm, verbena, chamomile, rose. That's for drinking when you want your mind to quiet down a little bit, but you don't want to maybe not sleep yet, but to be kind of energized but not anxious. So, and I think that's perfect for a soap, basically.
Actually, I do believe that the soap can help us change the mood a little bit when we take shower,
Oh, for sure.
and make the day a little bit better. And this smell is extremely unique with the chamomile, so I'm really looking forward to get some feedbacks from those who tried first.
Just a gift for you for hosting me today and making all these soaps, I guess. My new blend, Tarragon Focus Tonic, which has green tea, tangerine peels, and tarragon leaves, which is in the language that I learned for you, basically, is tarhun.
Tarhun,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Studying abroad, I saw that Slavic people love tarragon as a
It's
drink.
true, it's true. I actually, as a child, I would drink tarragon drink instead of Coca-Cola, and so I'm very excited to try it out. And not mentioning citrus peel makes me always excited.
Right.
So I'm very, and I got this cute gift to use it with my tea, to put it in a cup, so I'm very happy today.